Lisa, when are you gonna be back from that meeting at the school? I've been home from work for an hour and you're still not here? I don't know what to do about dinner either.
It might be a little while longer. I'm in a PTA meeting with the other parents. I made some lasagna and garlic bread. It should be in the fridge, so go ahead and help yourself. If Davy and Maria are already home, feed them too, please.
Only that? You're kidding me. I've already finished the lasagna. Where's the garlic bread?
It's right on the counter. It might be a bit dry, so you should put it in the oven for about 10 minutes to warm it up. Wait, you finished the lasagna. Did the kids have some too?
There was barely enough there for me. This garlic bread looks like a small portion too. Why do you always buy the small size of everything? It's never enough. And you're saying I have to eat it up. This is the last thing I want to do after a busy day at work. Just come home, okay? That meeting's not that important anyway.
I put the lasagna on separate plates and everything. What are Davy and Maria gonna do for dinner tonight? And for your information, this meeting is concerning our children's future. The school is low on funding.
Whatever, just come home and make me something. I can't relax on an empty stomach.
Empty stomach? You ate the whole lasagna. How can you still be hungry? Our kids are not gonna be happy when they find out you did that.
Watch it with the back talking, Lisa. I'm your husband, okay? I go to work and earn money to provide for this family. Just pick up something for them on the way home, some fast food or something, whatever, it doesn't matter. The least you could do is try and prepare a decent meal that's actually filling for once. I'm not gonna let myself starve. As a man, I've gotta eat till I'm full, and that's just the way it has to be.
Polly, I cooked a nutritious meal for our children and you ate all of it. Why do you think it's just okay for our kids to eat fast food? Don't you think they need something healthier?
Wow, you really are persistent, aren't you? There's some salad in the fridge that I haven't touched. They can have that. Besides, my parents raised me on fast food. Almost every night we went to a different place. Fried chicken on Mondays, burgers on Wednesdays, pizzas on Fridays. Kids love that stuff.
That's besides the point. Polly, you need to make something for them. There's some frozen chicken nuggets in the freezer. Do those with the salad and some of those instant mashed potatoes.
Sounds complicated. Anyways, I'm still hungry. Get back here soon, or I'm just gonna go out and get something at a restaurant.
I already told you I might be a while.
Man, what other husband that we know just starves in his own house? All my coworkers are always having steak, mashed potatoes, gravy, the whole nine. At least I would appreciate a decent meal. Not a lot to ask, seeing as I'm the one supplying the funds for all of this. Speaking of, what are you spending all that money on? I get a paycheck each month, but it just disappears.
Our food budget is capped out at $200 a month. Davy is eating a lot these days, seeing as he's on the soccer team. He's a growing boy. Maria never tends to eat a lot, but between you and me, Davy, that much money is really cutting it close. Then, when you add up the rent, utilities, tuition, gas, everything else, there's barely anything left over. I'm doing my best to use what we have to make nutritious food for the kids and for you.
Or are you trying to say that I'm not bringing home enough? I almost break my back working that construction job every day.
This isn't anything to joke about, Polly. You need to think realistically about this. I get the picture that you don't really have a grasp of how much things really cost. And to be honest, that construction company you're working for hasn't given you a raise in over a year. What's going on there?
Oh, shut up. I have a perfectly fine idea of how much everything costs. It's my money, for God's sake. Davy's soccer is about $200 a month, right? What do you say we drop that and have more leeway for meals and that?
His soccer costs about $130 a month. Davy loves playing soccer. Don't you see how excited he is to go every Saturday? We can't take that away from him. We gotta make sacrifices in some other areas, like maybe eating a bit less.
Oh my God, woman. Did you not hear what I just said? There's not enough food. And this isn't just tonight. It's been like this for the past few months. No, this whole year. I'm getting tired of this unsatisfied feeling at the end of dinner. The soccer's gotta go. Oh, Maria's ballet too. That's gotta be at least $200.
You're really being unreasonable. Sacrificing our children's passions just to have enough money to buy more food? Your priorities are so out of whack. I can't believe you would even say that.
It's not enough. Your lasagna wasn't even good either. I'd way prefer some chicken wings and nachos. Yeah, that'll hit the spot. There's an envelope with some money in it on the fridge. I'm gonna take this and head out.
Polly, that's the money for Maria's recital. She's gotta give that to her ballet school tomorrow.
Yeah, I might go to that bar in Oak Ridge. Oh, I guess that means I can't take the kids either. Oh no. It probably isn't a great idea to leave the kids alone at home, but what are you gonna do?
What's wrong with you? You've totally lost it.
Watch your mouth. You're the one who's lost it, only making a small portion of dinner every night, making me and the kids starve. Then you head to some pointless meeting instead of taking care of your family. Sometimes I question if you're even a good mother or not.
You take that back. You're being a total, complete jerk.
Yeah, well, I better get going. I might be able to still make happy hour.
Hey, Hazel, how are you doing? Are you at home now by any chance? Oh, hey, Lisa, not too bad. Some of the part-timers have been filling in for me at the office so I can work from home. It's quite relaxing. Watching Thomas can be a bit of a handful, though. That's good to hear. Actually, I was just calling to see if you could possibly look after Davy and Maria this evening. This evening? What happened? I came all the way out to the school for the PTA meeting, and it's kind of an important one, so I really have to stay. What? So now your kids are alone? Well, Paulie was supposed to be there, but he just went out, saying he was going to head to the bar or something. I'm so sorry to spring this on you so suddenly. He really just left them alone? Are you serious? This isn't the first time he's done that, is it? Anyways, I guess the kids are alone now. I better head over soon. Hazel, thank you so much. I know it's a lot to ask. You are such a lifesaver. That's okay. I should be able to head over in about 10. Thomas will be glad to have some friends to play with too. Really? Oh, that would be a huge help. Thank you so much, Hazel. Have the kids eaten already? Oh, I didn't even tell you. Paulie went ahead and ate the children's dinner that I prepared. I made a big lasagna, but he ate it all himself. That's terrible! Davy and Maria must be so hungry. After I pick them up, do you want me to prepare something for them at my place? Could you? That'd be great. I'll definitely pay you back for it later. Anything simple is fine. They love chicken nuggets with ketchup. Yeah, I'll stop by the supermarket on the way back with the kids. Okay, that would be awesome. I'll call them and tell them to wait for you. Okay, I'll try to be over there as quick as I can. All right, thanks so much, Hazel. I shouldn't be too late as long as this meeting doesn't stretch on too long. I'll let you know when it finishes. Hey, that's what neighbors are for. We're all back at my place now. Thomas is showing Davy and Maria his train set. Oh, what a relief. Thank you so much. I'm sorry about all the trouble. No problem. Remember all those times you looked after Thomas when I was going through that situation? How can I forget? You helped me out back then, so anytime you need someone, I've got your back. You're so sweet, Hazel. It's been a while since the whole Jack situation. I'm so happy it's mostly blown over by now. Men, am I right? Yeah, after I found out about Jack's whole cheating escapade, then went through to the divorce, I started to appreciate the company of children even more. They're so innocent. Yeah, they can be a lot of work, but I wouldn't trade them for anything. That whole thing was about a year ago now, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember just fighting and arguing every day when it was all going down. Poor Thomas had no idea why his parents weren't getting along. And then one time I talked to you outside my house and I just told you the whole story. You were so supportive and listened to every word. Thank God I talked to you that day. I don't know how I would have gotten through that divorce without your support. You always watched Thomas for me on short notice too. Of course, Hazel. I felt it really was the right thing to do, and I really don't mind looking after Thomas. He's a sweetheart. Well, most of the time. So Lisa, what's going on with Paulie? The thing with the food, it's getting to be a problem, isn't it? Well, kind of, yeah. Compared to before, he's been more dissatisfied with everything I make. I try to make things that he likes, but even those he just complains about. That's not good. He should be more appreciative. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even tell you. So you know how my kids are taking soccer and ballet, right? They love it, especially Davy. He can't get enough of soccer. Yeah, don't tell me. Well, today, Paulie had the idea that we should take the kids out of their clubs to free up extra money for food. No, that's terrible! I know, right? The way he left it on the phone sounded like he actually took the money for Maria's ballet recital to go to the bar. Unreal, right? Lisa! That's really unacceptable! Like, it makes me think maybe you'd be better off without him. I know how it sounds, a recent single mother telling her married friend to get a divorce, but I think those are grounds for one. I've thought about it, honestly, but if I bring about the divorce, I have the feeling he's not going to let it happen smoothly. Why would you think that? He's told me before that if I want to file for a divorce, I should just go ahead and do it, but that he's not going to sign anything. Also, he insists that it's his right to not pay child support if he isn't the one to push for the divorce. What's the backwards logic in that? He says that he knows other men who've done the same thing with no problems. He's actually confident that nothing will change if he just ignores it. Yeah, that's a tough one. But fortunately, you don't actually need him to sign anything. Just lawyer up and push through it. Lawyers can get pretty expensive though, especially good ones. That's the only thing. Yeah, the cost of a lawyer is one thing. The other factor is that I don't have a job. I actually haven't worked for 6 years since Davy was born. I'm not sure if I'll actually be able to jump back into the job market with my current skills. Even though Polly can be horrible, he does bring income into the household and allows us to live a decent life. Is money quite tight for you guys over there? Yeah, for instance, our food budget for each month is $200. If we spend any more than that, we don't have enough for some of the other bills. It's tight. Really? That tight, huh? One idea is getting a part-time job. That way you could make a bit of your own money and build up some independence. What do you think? The thing is, Polly doesn't want me to get a part-time job. He thinks I'll be away from the house too much. He's of the mind that a woman should take care of the household. You know, cleaning, cooking, watching the kids. I do everything around here. Well, is there any way you could do it without him finding out? For instance, there's this deli near my work that's actually hiring at the moment. I'm pretty sure you could get short day time shifts. Also, you could take home some food from there as well. It would be a win-win. A deli, eh? That does sound doable, actually.
You're late again. Why do you always come home at a different time every day? I have to watch these kids and have no idea where you are. Don't tell me it's another one of those PTA meetings tonight.
You should know by now. Since I became committee leader of the PTA, I have to take a bigger role in organizing the meetings.
Do you think I really care?
Whenever the teachers call the house, I hear you on the phone with them. You always laugh and pretend like everything is okay.
I just do that to keep up appearances. You know that's not how I really feel. Whatever, I don't want to talk about that. We gotta talk about the dinners you've been making recently.
What's the matter this time?
You've been making some good stuff lately. You know how I like my ribs double glazed with barbecue sauce? Oh, and the potato salad with the bacon and deviled eggs?
I'm just making what I think you'll like, that's all.
That's the way to do it. Today's meal was great, Lisa. Cheesy beef enchiladas with guacamole and salsa. I couldn't help but finish the whole plate.
I'm glad you liked them. Did Davy and Maria like them too?
Oh, there wasn't any left for them. I polished off the whole plate of enchiladas and was still hungry, so I went in the fridge and helped myself to some of that cake in the fridge.
What? You ate all the enchiladas. There were like 14 of them. It was supposed to be enough for you, the kids, and me when I got home. And that cake? That was the cake Maria made at school. She was looking forward to eating that.
Yeah, sorry, but it's my money that's paying for all these things, so in my opinion, I should be able to eat whatever I want. I don't know if it was the enchiladas or the cake, but one of them gave me some wicked indigestion. So I'm gonna need you to pick up some stomach medicine, buy that, and get back here quick. I'm really in some pain here.
Polly, this is all your fault. Why didn't you just stop before it got to that point? And you had to eat the cake too? Maria's gonna be so heartbroken when she finds out what you've done. Our kids cannot starve because of you. Get some food ready for them now.
Whatever, I think there's some chips somewhere around here. That'll be fine for the little brats.
I've had it with you.
Huh?
You heard me. I'm done. We're done. I want a divorce.
Okay, because I ate a plate of enchiladas. A bit of an overreaction, don't you think? Oh, maybe you want a divorce because I ate Maria's cake? Oh, I'm so sorry. I ate that barely edible piece of garbage. I wish I hadn't.
This isn't a joke, you idiot. I've had enough. I demand that we get a divorce.
Oh, demand, huh? Wow, the lady knows some big, scary words. You can't intimidate me. You and me both know that you have nowhere to go if we split up. You'd be out on the street. Without me bringing money into the house, there's no family. Everyone would starve.
Kind of like half our family are now? You don't even care about our kids. Every time I make more than enough food and you leave nothing for them. How selfish can you be?
Hey, I said they could have some chips, didn't I?
Stop joking, this is serious. All of my hard work in the kitchen, all my blood, sweat, and tears I put into making meals for our children, a complete waste. Because of you. Because you don't think about our children and their health. You only care about yourself. You're a selfish pig.
Be careful what you say, woman. Complain about one more thing and I might just go and change the locks. This is my house and these are my kids.
Our kids. And what are you talking about? How could you possibly raise our children without me? You don't know the first thing about parenting.
Nah, I'd figure it out. Just turn on the TV, throw some frozen dinners in the microwave, which you've been doing this whole time. See, single fathers get this subsidy from the government, really decent. Even when the parents aren't around, kids do fine. They find their own way. It's more fun for them that way. See, any way you look at it, I'm the one with the power. If you leave, I'll be fine. I'm not so sure how you'd make out, though. Now go pick up that medicine. I'm not gonna waste my precious time talking about pointless things. We're not getting a divorce. Lisa, that medicine you brought last night, it didn't do anything. I'm still feeling weak in the stomach. Knowing you probably bought the cheapest one they had. Come to think of it, I even started feeling some joint pain in my knees since this morning.
Yesterday's medicine. Those were just vitamins. I was thinking to buy over-the-counter medicine, but figured it might be a more serious problem, you know? Seeing a doctor might be a good idea, judging as this is not the first time you've had this pain, right?
I'm fine. Why didn't you just pick up the medicine from the drugstore? Are you stupid?
Well, there was something else.
Something else.
Your physical examination results came in. You never check your mail, so I went ahead and opened it.
Hey, you need to ask before doing that. That's private stuff. Anyway, what did it say?
Basically, your numbers were in the red, all across the board. Not good. So bad, in fact, that they ordered you to come in for a follow-up exam.
What? I feel fine. Well, other than this stomach problem.
Didn't you say your knees hurt too? Well, anyways, the doctors wrote a note saying they wanted to run some tests.
Tests? What kind of tests?
It looks like they want to run a diabetes test, check for high cholesterol, gout, etc. Oh, there's something about a blood clot test too. Sounds serious.
So they want to run all these tests. That doesn't mean I have any of those though, does it?
Well, you can only be sure if you go through with the tests, but they're insisting you make radical changes to your diet. I'm surprised they didn't tell you all this.
Well, the doctor did say something at the end of the exam. He mentioned exercise, limiting calories, making smarter food choices. But after the exam, I was feeling fine, so I really didn't see the need to change anything.
If you think about it, the food that you've been eating has been quite high in saturated fat. I never meant to give you that much, but you kept demanding more and more, so I had no choice. Thinking back on the calories that you were taking in each day, I'd say it was around 5,000 or 6,000 a day. Almost 2 or 3 times that of a typical man your age.
What? You're saying I was eating 3 times more than other guys? That can't be true. All my buddies eat around that much too, I swear.
I don't know if you've weighed yourself lately, but from the looks of it, you've put on a good amount of weight in the last 6 months. Also, remember we had to go to the workwear shop and get some new clothes? The old ones wouldn't fit anymore.
Shut up, I haven't gotten that fat. You've put on weight too. The whole family has, even our kids. Look at him.
Stop being delusional. You're the one whose shape has drastically changed. Don't try to change that topic. Anyways, what's important now is going to the doctor and going through with those tests. Then you can start to turn your health around.
If I really do have something like diabetes or high cholesterol, it's all your fault. I'm gonna blame it on you.
Ha! Don't you remember demanding that I cook all that food for you? You especially requested really unhealthy stuff. You wouldn't have eaten anything else.
I asked for that food, but you didn't have to give it to me. You clearly didn't have my best interest at heart, did you? And how could you even afford all that? Wasn't our food budget only $200 a month?
Yeah, well, there's something I haven't told you. I actually started working part-time at a deli in Cobblestone.
Working? Since when?
Probably about 5 or 6 months ago. At the end of each shift, I would always get leftovers to take home. It was all free of charge, of course.
Why didn't you tell me you were working? We talked about this, didn't we?
Honestly, I wanted to get away from you. I needed money to go through with this idea that I had. A plan, per se.
A plan? What kind of plan?
Well, I guess now is as good a time as any to tell you. I'm taking the kids and I'm going to live with them in an apartment. Without you. I've already moved in. The kids are here too. Oh, and I left the divorce papers on the kitchen table. So when you sign them, we'll be all set to go.
Lisa, you can't just take her kids without my permission. What are you thinking? And divorce papers? Didn't we already discuss this? It isn't gonna happen. And how can you even afford this? You're gonna be broke in a month. Our kids are gonna starve on your part-time salary.
We will be fine. You, Polly, qualify on several counts for being a neglectful parent. I've already spoken with the city worker who gave me the go-ahead to take the kids. They said that leaving the kids in your company would be leaving them in an unsafe and unstable environment. Their words, not mine.
Lisa, you get back here at this moment. I'm just about home. We need to talk.
No, Polly, we're done. There won't be any more discussions apart from the absolutely necessary ones for the divorce.
Why are you doing this to me? Why now?
Oh, you couldn't tell? I was waiting until you were too lethargic and out of shape to try and stop me. Look at you now. You finally hit rock bottom. You gotta turn this around for your own sake.
You're ruthless. I never knew you had this in you. How can you treat me so cruelly?
You should have seen it coming. Oh, I better go. Gotta make dinner for the kids.
Don't go. let's talk. I can turn this around, I promise.
No thanks. I'm not gonna waste my precious time talking about pointless things. There really isn't anything at home that I can use to cook.
Fine, I'll sort dinner out myself. I'm pretty tired from work too. You do know that, right? Now I gotta carry all the food home? Some wife you are.
I said I'm sorry. At least you get to buy food you enjoy, right? Feel free to get yourself a burger or whatever you're in the mood to eat.
I really don't want to carry food home. Can you just buy something simple to cook tonight? It doesn't have to be fancy.
No, I can't. Sorry, I'm only asking for today.
The least you could do is have dinner prepared. I think you've been slacking a lot lately.
How could you say that? Not only am I busy at work, my body is an absolute mess at the moment.
The moment you feel sick, you should go to the hospital and get better as soon as you can. You put it off for too long. What would I do if it turned into something really serious?
Oh, Joe.
If you passed away, there's no one here to do the housework. Taking care of your health is important to being a wife.
Oh, so that's what you're worried about. You might never get to talk to me again, and the most you're worrying about is the house not being in order? To think I was starting to feel like you cared about me.
Whoops, my bad. Well, you being my wife is one part of my worries.
Oh, really? But you realize I've got more responsibilities than just cleaning the house and cooking dinner, right? I've got my own job too. Before marrying, we decided to share the load when it comes to maintaining the house. Everything was going well for about a month into the marriage, and then you suddenly stopped doing your share.
Well, if we're being frank here, you need to be at home to work on the home, right? You know my company sucks and I have to stay late because of the excessive workload. On the other hand, your company is quite reasonable and you always get home on time. It should be clear which one should take on the most workload.
Okay, so you're busy during the week. What do you have to say about the weekends?
On the weekends, I'm so tired I can't even get out of bed. You're home at the same time every day. Shouldn't you be the one taking on the bulk of the work?
I think we could work out something more fair than what we've got now.
We aren't getting anywhere talking about this. I don't want to waste my time messaging you. So you're gonna be at the hospital tonight? Fine, I'll go get my own dinner. Bye.
Yes, thank you. You didn't come home yesterday. I waited for you until 10 p.m.
Oh yeah, well you see, when I told my manager I didn't have dinner, he felt sorry for me. He offered me dinner and it was so good I fell asleep.
I see. Maybe next time you can send me a text what you're doing. I was waiting for you to come home so we could eat together.
What now? You didn't eat on your own?
Huh? No, I didn't. I was hoping to eat together.
How was I supposed to know that? I thought you would just eat without me if I didn't show up. You should have told me if you had some kind of special plan for the both of us.
You're right. I should have let you know. It's okay, I wasn't in the mood to eat. Don't worry about it.
If you say so. Just don't act like it's my fault. You'll put me in a bad mood.
I'm not blaming you for it. Anyway, what about today? Will you be home tonight?
We'll have to wait and see. I do plan on it, but why are you asking? Is something going on?
I want to talk about what happened at the hospital yesterday.
Oh, that. As long as it doesn't take too long.
Well, it's quite important, so it's not something we can talk about for a quick 5 minutes.
What a drag. Can we do it another day? I want to get some sleep.
Wait, what? What happened to eating so much you fell asleep?
Well, actually, it's been so long since I've eaten that much. It put me in a real lazy mood and I started rewatching an old TV show. Once I started, I couldn't stop. We ended up watching it all night.
I see. So that's the real reason you didn't come home.
It's my day off today, so why not? I can still have that chat, but there's a high chance I'll fall asleep midway through.
Okay, I get it. We'll leave it till next time. Just so you know, I'm going to be hospitalized for further testing. I don't have a lot of time until then.
What now? They want you to have more tests? How long will you be hospitalized for?
Just a day. It's one test. It shouldn't take that long.
Only a day? You almost had me worried there.
What do you mean, almost worried? Aren't you going to ask what the test is for?
Yeah, well, aren't we talking about that tonight? What's the point in talking about it now? You can tell me all about it in person.
Okay, you're right.
Hold up. Is today the day you're getting hospitalized?
Yes, it is.
You gotta be kidding me. I effed up. I was thinking tomorrow and came home early. There's nothing to eat here.
I told you yesterday, though. Were you listening to me?
Let me see. I remember hearing a bit of this and a bit of that. You shouldn't talk to me when I'm playing video games. Next time, send me a message about it so I don't forget.
I was relying on the fact that you were listening to me.
Putting that aside, there really isn't anything at home. Not even one canned chili. You should be buying food for situations like this.
Sorry. Wait a second. You told me you don't even like canned chili. If I knew you did, I would have bought some for the house.
Yeah, okay, whatever. No use bickering about it. I'll just go buy something tonight. Hope your test turns out alright.
I want to chat tomorrow, so can you come home as soon as possible?
Tomorrow? Probably not. We're going out for drinks after work.
Now you're drinking? Lately you're out every single night. How long until we can sit down and have a serious talk together?
What are you getting so worked up about? Don't tell me, am I looking at the first stage of menopause?
Okay, that's enough.
Oh? Someone's getting emotional.
Who do you think I am? Just some slave to do your bidding? I need to talk about my illness. When will you stop being selfish and make time to talk to me?
Okay, I get it. So, what's this illness you're raving on about? Is it that bad?
Just forget it. I know you aren't in the mood to talk about it. If you aren't interested, don't act like you are. I don't feel like talking about it if you don't care.
It's not like I can do anything about it even if I knew what it is. Think about it more rationally. You're the one getting treatment, are you not? I'm so busy lately. I have a business trip coming up. How about you think about how hard things are for me as well?
My hardship is on a different level to yours. You really don't care about me, do you?
Ugh, I'm sick of hearing about this already.
But I'm sorry.
Your sulky attitude is the reason I don't want to come home. The energy in the house is so dull. Maybe if you change your attitude, your husband might look forward to coming home.
What am I hearing right now? Are you really going to blame all of this on me? All I want to do is tell you what's going on with this illness.
Ugh, why am I still listening to this? Look, next week I'll be gone all week in business.
Hold up. You have a business trip? Now of all times?
That's what the boss wants of me. I can't really tell him no. You're gonna try and stop me?
No, of course I won't. But can I remind you I'm getting hospitalized?
Exactly. So if you're gonna complain about my business trips, all that's gonna do is mess with my career and our ability to pay all these medical fees you keep racking up. Speaking of, didn't you just go to the hospital the other day? Are you going again?
I told you, didn't I? That was for tests. This time I'm getting an operation.
What now, operation? So this illness is the real deal, is it?
Yes, it is. I've been trying to tell you over and over. Don't you feel bad for not listening to me in the first place? Come to think of it, would you have done anything if you knew sooner? You've been so cold and uninterested in what I have to say.
Stop playing the victim card. What can I do about your illness? Listen, a lot has been going on, right?
What do you mean a lot?
Well, you know, work, the dinner, the drinks. Just a lot has happened. Anyway, how long are you going to be in the hospital this time?
Around 5 days. When I leave the hospital, I'll be taking a break from work for a while, which means I'll be home a lot more.
Oh, really? Well, I guess I'll go to a hotel or something.
Huh?
If you're getting an operation, that means they'll cut into your body, right? I'm not interested in seeing you wailing all over the place about the pain. You won't be able to do the housework either, right? I'll be comfortable at a hotel, so you should relax as well.
Okay, and what would you say if I wanted you home instead?
Are you serious? I can't help with your recovery. I'll be getting in the way for sure. What is it you want me to do? You there? Everything okay?
Sorry. No, I agree. Thanks. I really appreciate you giving me some space.
I thought you were gonna get super mad. It's settled then. I'll be at the hotel. Don't worry about me.
Okay, thank you.
Just one thing. I'm busy with work, so I won't be able to visit you, especially since the hospital is ages away from work.
That's fine. Don't worry. You're exhausted lately, right? Then again, who knows what's gonna happen to me?
Are you sure? I'm not gonna hear you whining about me not visiting you.
Of course not. You're too exhausted to see me.
Phew. Well, good luck with the operation. I'll be busy doing a good job at work.
Thanks. But hey, I want a hand when I'm leaving the hospital. I have luggage that'll be hard to carry on my own.
That's a tricky one. I can't give you an answer for that. Sorry. Huh? Claire, you stopped messaging again.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, anyway, why didn't you just ask my mom? She lives near the hospital.
No, I couldn't do that. It's a big hassle and I don't want to put that on her. I'll ask my mom for some assistance.
Asking your mom is the real hassle. I'll send my mom a message.
No, it's fine, really. You don't have to do that. My mom will be here visiting anyway. I'll just ask my parents for help.
Huh? Well, if you're okay with that, I won't push it on you. Good luck with things.
You too.
Thanks. See ya.
What the hell is this?
Huh? Oh, whoops. Made a little mistake. That was meant for someone else.
What do you mean? Who is this girl?
No one special. Hey, looks like you're still alive and kicking. I didn't get a message, so I assumed the worst.
Can you not take my operation so lightly? Don't change the subject. Mind explaining this photo to me?
What's there to explain? It is what it is.
This is clearly a girl's photo you took.
So what if it is? Is it illegal for me to have a girl's photo on my phone?
Okay, fair enough. You aren't inclined to give me an explanation.
Oh, what a pain. Fine. Yes, this is a photo that I took. Unlike someone we both know, she's healthy, young, and a cutie.
Oh, really now?
By the way, I'm currently enjoying a nice trip overseas with her. Do us a favor and stop intruding.
Oh, well, isn't that nice? Hope you're having fun.
I don't need some broken, sick wife like you. Hope you get confined to that hospital and never come out.
I get it. You can stop now.
Oh hey, what happened? It's alright, you can get mad if you want. Then again, I'll be happy if I never hear you whining again. Before I forget, I'm broke, so don't bother thinking about trying to get alimony from me if you want a divorce. This hardly classifies as adultery anyway. Well, I'll be getting back to my holiday now. Hey, where the hell are you? Why did you change the locks? Don't ignore me. Answer now. Stop screwing around.
Who's the real one screwing around here? Saying you aren't committing adultery after sending a photo like that to me?
You're still thinking about that? Have you forgotten who you're talking to? Get this damn door open.
No, can do. That's not our house anymore.
What now? What the hell are you talking about?
All our possessions have been dealt with and the lease is lifted. I've moved in comfortably into my new home yesterday and will be living by myself.
What now? What have you done with my things?
Like I said, they've been dealt with.
What now? Stop messing around. Those aren't yours to touch. You don't have the right.
Are we going to talk about rights? Was it your right to use money from our joint account to fund your schemes to cheat on me? Just whose money did you think that was in the first place?
I can use that money in whatever way I want to.
If that's the case, I can use the house possessions in whatever way I want.
What did you say? Of course you can't. I'm the one that bought them.
Your parents are the ones that paid for the household appliances. Apart from that, we didn't really have anything that valuable.
Don't forget the key word, my parents. Get real.
Except your parents told me they'd prefer I kept everything or sold it than leave it with their dimwit son.
What now?
I'm saying I've got their permission to throw all your stuff out. Of course, I thought it would be best to check with them a second time before getting to work. Oh, but don't worry. I've already sent your clothes to your parents' house. That's what I meant when I said I dealt with your possessions.
You're saying that my parents were in on all of this?
Of course. They even told me to sell the house in lieu of alimony. So not only did I sell the house, I also sold the electronics.
You did what?
Is there a problem? Like I said, your parents bought everything that was of any value. I find it funny I couldn't find one item that you bought yourself.
Laugh it up.
By the way, I bet you tried to show off on your little trip and ended up using up a lot of money. You realize that wasn't just your money to spend?
Yeah, so what? I've had it now. Cut it out. You really think you can get away with all this so easily?
I'd worry more about yourself than trying to get back at me. As it stands, you have no money, no family to support you, and to top it off, no home to live in. Oh, wait. Maybe you'll try to stay at your new girlfriend's house? I doubt that'll work out for you.
And why's that?
I don't think anyone would want to be with you after you've lost everything. I doubt she's that interested in an old, unemployed loser like you.
What do you mean unemployed?
I'm amazed you forgot who you're working for. That's my father's company you go to every day. You think he'll still employ you after treating his daughter this way?
Wait a moment. My job has got nothing to do with what goes on between us.
As I was suffering through breast cancer surgery, you had the audacity to go overseas with some young girl. If by some chance your wife passed away, your biggest concern was who would clean the house. Do you have any ounce of love for me in that twisted heart of yours?
You listen here. I don't know where you get the nerve to say this to your own husband, but you better cut it out right this instant.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't remember you being my husband.
What now?
The last time you cheated on me, we prepared divorce papers in advance, remember? Thank you for a swift and easy divorce this time.
You handed it in without telling me?
That was the whole point, remember? If you ever screwed around again, I had an easy exit button. Anyway, good luck finding shelter.
Wait just a second.
Oh, and even though I sold off a bunch of stuff, that doesn't cover everything you owe me in the divorce. I'll be invoicing you the remaining balance. Tell your new girlfriend about it.
What are you talking about?
You think a couple of used appliances are gonna cover your part of the divorce? Did you think I would end this easily for you? Come on now.
You evil woman. Is this a joke to you?
This little episode is a fun story, I can tell. I've got a new life ahead of me, and I'll take as much money as I can get from you to fund it.
Cut it out already. How selfish are you? How could this happen to me?
Don't act so sullen. I don't want your gloomy mood affecting mine. You know this is all because of your actions, right?
No, it's because you
can't handle having a sick wife. If it's that distasteful to you, next time you can get the operation.
Obviously, I don't want to do that.
You didn't even say one thing to try and console me. Have you ever thought about how I feel? You didn't even know what illness I had until today. Stop treating me like I'm nothing.
Listen to what I have to say.
I'm not interested in your excuses. Sorry. There's no place for you in my life, so I don't want to see your face again.
Wait. Fine, I admit it. I'm the bad guy here. I'm sorry. But think this over.
I've thought about it plenty, and it's decided. There's no going back on things now.
How could you?
You weren't there when I actually needed you. Getting rid of you now is the easiest decision I've ever made. Bye now. Joe went crying to his parents' house, but they also changed the lock and went on their own holiday overseas. As can be expected, his girlfriend abandoned him and he had to stay at his friend's house. But his friend kicked him out as well after a few days and had to find new accommodation with the little money he had. He tried desperately to patch things up with me, but I blocked him right away. I'll let my lawyer talk to him on my behalf from now on. I recovered well from the surgery, and it's been nothing but good news since then. Here's to my new life. Thank you very much for listening to the very end. If there's anyone that liked this video or got a good laugh from it, please leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Hey, I'm gonna be home late tonight.
Alright, you hanging out with a friend or something?
Yep, going to the movies.
Alright, be back by 7. Don't spoil your appetite before you get home.
I know. You're making your special stew tonight, right? My favorite.
Good, you remembered. Get home safe.
Need to pick up anything on the way home?
Ice cream would be nice. You know I love chocolate, but whatever they have at the store is fine.
Okay. Oh, and hey, there is something I've been meaning to ask you.
What is it?
Well, since I'm in high school now, you sure I don't have to get a job? It's been so nice living with you, but I just want to help, you know?
We already talked about this. I make more than enough to support the two of us. You've got nothing to worry about, Ellie.
But you're always working and I don't know, I'm always out playing with my friends or at piano lessons, which I'm very thankful you pay for. I just feel like I should pay for my own stuff, you know?
But you do work around the house. Tonight it's my turn to cook, but you cook for me most of the time, plus you keep the house clean. It really means a lot to me. Don't worry about getting a job. You do more than enough already.
Are you sure?
Yes. Plus, you're way smarter than me. You need to keep studying so you get into the college of your dreams. If anything, that's what I want for you, not for you to work.
Oh, I just feel spoiled.
What? Why? We've had a rough life. Our parents were deadbeats, but luckily we don't have to worry about them anymore. I'm your big brother. I want what's best for you. Go out there and enjoy your life.
I really appreciate you saying that. Don't work too hard. I want you to enjoy your life too. When are you gonna get a girlfriend anyways?
Oh, that hurts. I'll let you know.
Ah, my friend's here. I'll grab the ice cream on my way home.
Thanks. Be safe.
Hey, John. I'm running a bit late. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry, I'm stuck at the subway station.
What happened?
I think I just saw Mom and Dad. I'm trying to avoid them. Maybe I'm wrong, but...
What? No way. I made sure there was no way they could find us. I mean, they'd have to fly out here.
Yeah, but I really think it's them. I didn't get a good look, but...
Allie, are you alright? Want me to come pick you up?
No, it's okay. I'm gonna walk up and go to another station.
Alright, if you need, just take a cab, okay? Just be safe, please.
Okay.
I just got a call from the police. I had a missed call from a number I didn't recognize. I looked it up and it was for the police station. I have no idea what's going on. Allie, are you alright? Please text me back. Where are you?
Huh? Who's this?
It's me, John. The guy at the foster home had your contact info. I got your number from him.
John! Is it really you?
Don't pretend to be excited.
Oh, come on. We've been so worried about you. I wasn't expecting this. I'm so happy.
I wanted to ask you about Allie. Did you see her last night?
Allie? What are you talking about?
You really don't know.
No! What happened to her?
She's in the hospital. She's unconscious. Looks like she got in a fight or something and fell down the stairs.
What? Oh my god, will she be okay?
I don't know.
Who would do something like that to her?
She said she saw you at the station. You're in town, aren't you? Why do I get the feeling you two have something to do with this?
What? We would never do that. Yes, we're in town, but we're on vacation. We had no idea you lived here.
You sure?
Yes! Do you think it would be okay if we went and visited her?
Why would I ever let you see her?
Because I'm her mother and we're in town. Dad's worried about her too. Please, John.
Seriously, have you forgotten about what you guys did when we were kids?
Oh, we're really sorry. We are, but we were young too.
Being young has nothing to do with it. We were still in elementary school. You completely abandoned us at home alone. Thank God we had good neighbors.
Oh, John, I wish I could take it all back. We were so upset when they took you guys away from us.
Then why did you leave us home alone? You treated us like objects. It wasn't a coincidence. You guys were bad parents, period. That's why we ended up in foster care.
I'm sorry, but we think about you guys all the time. Oh, we missed you so much. I just want to apologize to you both in person.
Sorry, we're doing just fine without you guys. We don't want to see you.
You're right, it's too late, I get it. But I really want to see you both, honestly. If you change your mind, let me know.
Don't count on it.
Fine, but at least tell us when Ellie wakes up, okay? Please?
You still in town?
Yep,
Did you change your mind?
I have an update about Allie.
Is she okay?
No. The doctor says she might never wake up. He said she should have been awake by now if it wasn't serious.
My poor baby.
You really want to see her?
Yes, even if she's not awake, please.
Fine. I'll take you to her.
Really? Oh, thank you, John. Just send us the address and we'll meet you there.
No, I want to talk to you guys about something first. It's been a while, so
Okay, where should we meet you?
tell me where you are. I'll take a cab.
Thanks. We're at the P Hotel. We'll be waiting in the lobby.
Alright, be there in 30. I want you to be honest with me. Why did you really come here? You sure it was just a coincidence?
Well, your old classmate. I ran into him at work the other day, and he told me where you lived, so I thought maybe we'd get to see you.
I knew it. You knew all along we were here.
But I wasn't expecting all this. I'm so glad you reached out. It feels so good to talk to you again.
If it wasn't for Allie, I never would have texted you.
Yeah, but still I'm glad. Don't get me wrong, I hope Allie's gonna be okay. But hey, you're raising her on your own. It must be pretty tough, right?
Not really. I make enough money for both of us. Living with her on our own is way better than being in foster care.
I see. Very impressive. I hear you run your own business, is that right?
Yeah?
Wow, how'd that happen? That's very impressive, dear. So you make pretty good money, huh?
There it is. I should have known. You guys need money, don't you?
Huh?
Do you think I'm an idiot? I know everything. You guys pushed Allie down those stairs. Stop playing dumb.
What? What are you saying?
Allie's been awake this whole time. She told me everything.
What? That's crazy. Why would we do that? She hit her head, right? She must be delusional.
You're the one who's delusional if you think I'm gonna believe you over her. You pushed her because she wouldn't tell you where I lived. Then she fell off the stairs and you guys ran off thinking she was dead. You guys didn't even call an ambulance. You're both cowards.
No, that's not true at all.
We got the footage of it from a security camera. You thought you were clever by convincing her to talk to you in a back alley where no one could see you. I guess you weren't smart enough to see that security camera above the stairs you pushed her down.
What?
Give it up.
Oh, whatever. I don't care. I was hoping that little brat would never wake up. I thought she was dead for sure.
You make me sick. How could you do that to another human being? You came here to ask me for money, right? I reached out to my old classmate you ran into. He told me all about you too.
Ah, shut your mouth. You better watch your attitude or you're next. Whatever, we're going home.
You think you can just run away that easily? You're both suspects for attempted murder.
Oh, we'll be fine. We're not tied down to any address. The cops are never going to be able to find us.
Why am I not surprised? If you don't want to spend more time in jail, I'd stay put if I were you.
Huh?
What, you think I would just let you get away after what you did to Allie? You're both criminals. The police have you surrounded at the hotel. Too bad.
Are you serious? What have you done?
Look who's talking. How dare you come near Allie? I want to see you. Seriously, all you care about is money. We'd both rather die than see you. Have fun rotting in jail, scumbags.
Hey, can you bring me my textbooks when you get a chance?
Sure, but you're almost out. Just get some rest.
I gotta keep up with class. Plus, it keeps me busy.
All right. How are you feeling today? How's your head?
It still hurts a bit, but it's okay. My foot is feeling better, too.
Good to hear.
Hey, John, I'm sorry.
For what?
When I realized they were after your money, I just wanted to protect you, but I was so stupid. Sorry I caused you all this trouble.
There's nothing to apologize about. This is their fault, not yours. Promise me that if you ever think you're in trouble, you'll call me right away. We'll probably never see them again, but who knows? There are all kind of messed up people out there. Mom and Dad being prime examples of that.
Yeah, I should have just walked away from them.
Allie, you're the only family I have, so let me take care of you, okay? You don't have to worry about anything. I got to where I am because of you, Allie.
What do you mean?
When we were kids, remember how they left us at home? I realized pretty quickly they weren't coming back. I was crushed, but I wanted to stay strong for you. Sometimes I wanted to go to sleep and never wake up.
Oh.
But you were right next to me. I knew I had to protect you. From that point on, I realized my reason for living was to make sure you were okay. My point is, you saved me, Allie. I've never thanked you for that.
John, I'll never be able to repay you for everything you've done for me. I'm the one that should be thanking you.
Don't mention it. I'm working as hard as I can to give you a good life.
Thank you for always protecting me. When I grow up, I'm going to make you so proud.
Can't wait.
Again, thank you. I'm so glad you're my big brother, John.
Later, our parents got arrested and got sent to prison. They won't be out for a while, and if they come anywhere near us after they get out, they're going right back in. We'll never see them again, I'm sure of it. I knew they were terrible people, but hurting Allie, they're monsters. I'll never forgive them. Honestly, I want to get them back for what they did, but holding a grudge forever isn't going to help me in any way. The best thing I can do is live our lives to the fullest. Our parents are dead to us now. We're gonna go out there and live our lives together. But someday Allie will get married and leave me too. Honestly, I'm not ready to think about that yet. I just hope she finds someone who'll look after her. Until then, I'm gonna do everything I can to protect her. I want to enjoy the time I have left with my little sister.
Thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to see more.
Hey, dork! You've had no social interaction with anyone here. Arrangements when you were born? She was thinking way too ahead of herself. And what? She's not even around for the actual prom? What a total waste of time and energy. You can say whatever you want about me, so mock me all you want. But I will never let you disrespect my parents like that. What? Who do you think you're talking to? Who do you think you are, talking to the future prom queen like that? You have no right bossing me around. Besides, who cares if I talk trash about your parents? No one's gonna stop me anyways. And they're already in heaven, so they can't do anything about it either. Don't you dare talk about them. It's your fault for being so weak. My sister always says weak losers should just obey as popular people. My sister is a psychopath that I avoid at all costs. But seeing the way you are, I hate to admit it, but she's absolutely right. So anyways, you better not show up to prom tomorrow. And if you do, don't say you weren't warned. But my house has a security system and a fence. Destroy a home? What a laugh! Good luck. Fine. And since I even have your permission, you'll see that I keep my word. What can I say? My grandfather was pretty famous back in the day. And I've been told to keep out of the public eye, at least until I was 18, to keep me safe from any enemies that might try and steal my position. Sure, I was holed up in my room. Ew, O2. Guess who? Sounds like you're in for a rough ride. But good luck. You're now an adult too, so I'm sure you can figure something out. Are you satisfied now? You think you can bully me because I'm in a weaker position? You're just a cruel human being. If you have even the slightest remorse, please help me. Excuse me? Don't worry. My conscience is perfectly fine, and I feel absolutely no guilt whatsoever. In this world, it's survival of the fittest. It's unfortunate for the weak, but that's just the way things are. After that, Miranda's family lost their home and their jobs, as was forewarned. As a result, Miranda had no choice but to turn down her acceptance into college because she no longer had the means to afford the tuition. And because she was ordered to pay $100,000 in damages for ruining my dress, her whole family is now working endlessly to make that payment. But at this rate, who knows when they will ever finish repaying that debt. As for me, I'm now in the position to command the financial dealings within our family and have the authority to move large amounts of money. Miranda and her family have been begging for relief from their financial burden, but I've just been completely ignoring them this whole time. It's what Miranda deserves. After embarrassing me in front of a crowd and insulting my late parents, there's just no way I have any compassion left for her. I don't ever plan on providing her any assistance. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to see more content.